Loops are very useful control flow constructs which enables us to do certain tasks again and again depending on certain conditions. So loop is a keyword in Rust, and using this we can execute certain tasks again and again. So if we write loop and then this print statement, so here there is no condition. So this is an unconditional loop and it will go on printing inside loop until we manually terminate the program. So this does not look very good because it will keep on looping infinitely. So we have a break keyword in Rust which will enable us to exit out of this loop. So we can add a condition like we have a counter. So count we can initialize to 0. And when we print inside loop, we increment count to 1, +1 every time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we add a condition here that if count is more than 10, then break. So this will print inside loop 10 times, then count and counter will become more than 10 and it will break out of this loop. And then you also increment the counter here so that it's incremented. So this break statement is very useful in that case. Now there are multiple types of loop in Rust. The most common are while loop and for loop. So in this video we will specifically look into while loop, and in the next video we will look into for loops. So while loop is used when you have a condition. So you check the condition. If condition is true, execute it. And then come back again to the beginning of this, again check the condition and keep on executing this loop until this condition becomes false. So let's see this in the code. So this is the same project. So I will comment out the earlier code using multi-line comments that we had studied earlier. So I have commented out the entire code. Now let's begin fresh. So let's first check the loop keyword. So I simply write unconditional loop and then print looping. And there is no condition here. And now let's run it. So you see that looping is running infinitely until I manually terminate the program. So now I have terminated it, and you can see the process finished with exit code 130 interrupted by signal. So because I forcefully terminated the program. Now let's add a break statement here. So what this will do, it will print this and then break. We have not added condition, just added break, so it will just execute once. Now let's run it again. And you see that looping is printed once and then it breaks out of loop and then program successfully terminates. Now let's check our while loop. So we have a number and it's 5. And then we will check while number not equal to 0. So this is a Boolean condition. We will print the value of number and then we will decrement this number by 1 after printing. So initially it's 5, then it will print once, then it will become 4, then print once, then 3, 2, 1, and then 0. And then we will see that number not equal to 0 condition is not true and it will exit out of that. Now let's run it. So you see that it prints 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then number becomes 0 because we are decrementing it every time and it breaks out of that loop. So that's all for while loop. In the next video, we will see for loops.